before we even get started on these lists, right? As far as telltale signs that the woman that you are dealing with could be a 304, all right? And I myself am going to volunteer to you all an additional two more signs that that woman is a 304 after we play this young lady's video of her breaking it down. But I would like for you all to place twos in the chat right now if you believe that there may be way more women that are of the 304 type of lifestyle than the wholesome type of lifestyle. Are there a lot more proud city girls and hot girls than women that you could wife up, start a family with? If you believe that to be true, to where it's way more city girls and hot girls than good quality women, place a two in the chat. Okay? Now, me personally, from what I am observing and seeing, yeah, I think womanhood in general is becoming who can be the biggest 304 and who can promote the lifestyle of being a luxury life 304 the best. That's what it's looking like. How many of us can get over on a man, do what we want to do with men? You know, like that is the culture of womanhood today, unfortunately. And that's what I am observing myself as a woman. And I don't like it. I don't. I think we do need to get back to the basics. And I always say this in every dope discussion. I say that it is imperative for us to find people that we can genuinely connect with, bond with, relate to, love, respect all the time. Like that should be the focus. It should not be, oh, yeah, how many guys can I run through? How many guys can I get to take care of this and sponsor me? Like, that's dangerous. All right. It really is. It can backfire. But that is the culture today. And with that being the new culture today, you all, we're going to be naming off some things that could be a telltale sign that you indeed are dealing with one of those 304 females that you might need to be avoiding.
Y'all, it's the relationship girl, and I'm back to another video. So let's just dive right into the topic. We ain't gonna waste no time. Today, I'm gonna give y'all 5 signs to pay attention to that's gonna let you know that you may possibly be dealing with a 304. Because no matter where you go, you could be in America, you can be in Brazil, you could be in Colombia, the DR, and it's for my passport bros too, because y'all be getting got too. So no matter where you go, they all come packaged pretty much the same. Some may not be as fake as others, but they all kind of come packaged pretty much the same. So this gonna save you some trouble. So just follow me right quick. So the first sign that you're gonna pay attention to that's gonna let you know that you possibly dealing with a 304 is plastic surgery.
Oh,
Plastic surgery is that, so that means Botox. If she walking around wearing those fillers in her lips, if she got a boob job, if she done had liposuction and she got a BBL or anything like that, that's gonna be your first sign to let you know that this is a 304. So unless you ready to be on some tricking type status with her, unless you okay with being a paymaster, you really want to avoid the girl with the plastic surgery, the girl with the BBL. They all be coming packaged pretty much the same. That's your telltale sign that she a 304. So save yourself the trouble and pay attention to this and really just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. The second thing that you're gonna pay attention.
wait, before we move on, first of all, I want to say this look good. Okay. I like the little T-bars, old school 90s bowl cut. Like, let's give sis her flowers. Okay. That's first things first. But starting off hot and heavy already, do you all agree with this? Do you all agree that if a woman has plastic surgery, then that's a telltale sign that you might be dealing with a 304? Okay. Put a 5 in the chat if you agree with the number one sign. Like, oh, yes, if she does have plastic surgery of any kind, she very well may be a 304. Now, me personally, am I going to think that a woman that has plastic surgery is a 304? And I hate to say this, but yes, I would lean more towards that being the reality, because she's going to be somebody that is heavily engulfed in image, in perception, and looking like she's this luxury life baddie type of essence. So with that being the case, with her possessing that type of mentality, that already is showcasing to me that she is, once again, the type of woman that could be a gold digger, that could be a user. And we already know that gold digging and being a user go hand in hand with being a 304, because when it comes to you gold digging, you don't care about who you're gold digging off of. So if I can get money out of you, and you, if I can get a trip out of you, and you, I'm going to do that. So that type of woman that, again, possesses that type of mentality alone speaks volumes about her character. It speaks volumes about what she would probably be ready and willing to risk and do just for the sake of a lifestyle, an image, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a 5 in the chat, but y'all don't have to. If you disagree with this, put a negative 5 in the chat. Okay, put a regular 5 in the chat if you agree, put a negative 5 in the chat if you disagree. But let's go ahead and continue with number 2. And like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
Too, that's a telltale sign. This is a dead giveaway. Is those lace fronts.
Oh.
If she got a lace front, and not just a lace fronts, because I ain't gonna front. Some lace fronts, they be cute, but this is how you gonna know that she a 304. If she got the lace front and she got them long ass, dramatic ass baby hairs popping off with the lace front, run. Run as fast as you can. That's a 304. The third thing you're gonna pay attention.
Wait a minute, sis. Y'all petty as hell for this. Put a 7 in the chat if you agree with number 2. Put a 7 in the chat if you agree with number 2. Now, me personally, I don't like lace fronts. I don't. All right? I don't. I like stuff that looks more natural, more seamless. And to me, I can just always tell when I can see a lace front. So I like wearing at least your natural edges. Or if you're going to do a wig or something, then at least wear your natural edges. That's me, but I understand that a lot of women don't have edges. So since we got a lot of work to do, let's work on growing our own hair, our own edges. That way, when we wear our extensions, they can look a lot more seamless like these other races of women. But I digress from that point. Okay, she's so petty. Do I agree with number 2? No. Okay. I'm going to say no. I'm going to put a negative 7 in the chat. Although I am the type of woman who hates lace fronts. Okay. I don't like lace fronts. I even tried it, y'all. And it's just a mess. Okay. That's a long story short. But although I myself don't like lace fronts or the exaggerated baby hairs and stuff like that, and I have, done things of that sort in the past, I'm not going to write a woman off and say, oh, she's a 304 because she likes her hair to be a certain way. Okay. There's a lot of factors that can go into a woman wearing lace front wigs and baby hairs and stuff like that. Maybe it's her culture, right? You already know, growing up, that's all we did was the little swoopty doops on our edges and the donuts. That's what we called them back in the day. We called them donuts. We used to do that. All right. So it could be your culture. Maybe that's just your style. I think we all have our own unique style, just the same way that she has her own unique style. She has the T-Boz 1995 bowl cut. Somebody could say, oh, that's a 304 because she got that bowl cut. That's a 304 because she got blonde hair. I'm not going to go that far. I think that could be dangerous to just go ahead and write somebody off based upon a hairstyle. It would be the same thing as somebody saying, oh, that's a thug because he has locks, or, he's somebody that is sweet because he has, I don't know, a bald head. I don't know, but I just cannot get with number 2, me personally. But maybe you disagree. All right. Because I have seen a lot of guys come through like, nah, that's facts. Because every chick that I just bust down real quick, right? She had a lace front with them thick baby hairs. And so it is what it is. Y'all let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and put a negative 7 in the chat. I don't agree. Okay, I don't. Do I even like lace fronts? No, I hate them. And the reason why I personally stopped doing all the swoopy doops on my edges and stuff, y'all, it would make me break out. I don't want a bunch of glue on my temples and a bunch of gel. Like, that's too much, a bunch of edge control. I like having clear skin, so that doesn't work for me. And I also like having my edges. So I like having edges and hair follicles and stuff like that. So that's why I don't like it. But am I going to call a woman a 304 because she does? No. But let's move head along. Y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe, and let's see what she has to say for number 3, y'all. I'm very curious.
Is if her conversation, she just talking about bills, She wants you to hear about how much debt she in, and she talking about what need to be paid. Run the other way. This is a 304 that's trying to put you on the hook. You ain't trying to do nothing with no female that's on the phone with you or conversating with you at, on a dinner date or wherever y'all at, and she talking about bills. Run the other way. 4, if you have to pay the babysitter just to get a visit up out of her ass, she's a 304. You shouldn't have to pay the babysitter every single time just to get a visit with her. If she making you pay every time, let me, you calling her and she like, let me see, if I can get a babysitter, I'm gonna need you to do this. Because one thing about a girl that's serious about you, if she gotta pay that babysitter, she gonna pay that babysitter. If she really trying to, mess with you like that, if she really into you like that, you're gonna be able to tell, because she ain't gonna always ask you for it. She ain't gonna always expect you to inconvenience yourself to see her. She may be okay with inconveniencing herself sometimes just to see you because she like you like that. Right. So if you gotta pay for the babysitter every single time just to get a visit up out of her, dealing with a 304.
Now I do agree with 3 and 4. Okay. So if y'all agreed with 3 and 4, put 8 in the chat. If you disagree, put a -8. But I'm gonna go ahead and agree with both 3 and 4, because you never want to start off some kind of interaction to where you're out the gate talking about your problems. You're out the gate needing something, wanting something, especially monetarily. It gives broke. It gives dusty. All right. It's just so many things. It gives user. So I agree with that. And I hate to even say this or go here with the conversation, but more often than not, if a chick is asking you for money right off the rip, she is a hoe. Okay. And they're going to be the more comfortable ones to ask a man for money, because that's what they're used to using men for in the first place. Like, they're so accustomed to only using men for financial gain and monetary gain that it's second nature to them. It's what they do. Like, I don't care about asking you for money. I don't care about complaining and saying this and saying that, because that's just the type of woman that they are. Now, are there exceptions to where maybe she's just broke? Okay, maybe she's a brokey. Yes, but again, the brokies be ready and willing to have that pokey, and we gonna leave it right there. All right. Now, number 4, I think it can go a little bit deeper than just paying for a babysitter. I think it goes into, is this woman ready and willing to do for you? Right. And I think that can apply to many different things. It does not just have to be secluded or reserved for babysitting. Is she ready and willing to maybe pay for a dinner for you? Is she ready and willing to maybe do something for you that maybe you would be expected to do for her? I think that is very, very telling, and they can speak volumes as far as, is this woman a 304? Because here's the thing. And again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Here's the thing, you all. When it does come to a 304, more often than not, she is the one that wants to be and needs to be constantly on the receiving end of everything. I get this. I get that. I want this. I want that. And so, no, I don't feel like it is my duty or my job to pour into you, because, hoes get the most, not the lesser. So, yeah, it can be a strong indication that she is a 304. Are these things on these lists definite? No. But yeah, they could lead one to believe, hey, she's probably this type of woman based upon these attributes. And that's just facts. But maybe y'all disagree. Y'all let me know. All right. But let's continue on and see what her grand finale is on her list.
The last one, 5. If she emphasizes that she likes to travel, if you ask her what you like to do, what you into, blase, blase. If she starting off with, oh, I like to travel. If that's the first thing that she says, if she's emphasizing this travel, I like to travel, you might be dealing with a 304.
Damn. That's uncomfortable. Y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe, hype me up, all of that. Help us out. Sis, why did you put me in this position to have to say this? But sis, she ain't lied though. She didn't lie. Put a 9 in the chat if you like, yep, agreed. The reason why I do agree with the last one is 304s are always traveling, getting flown out here, flew out there. Y'all already know this is what they do. Again, goes back into their lifestyle. So if a woman is always talking about, oh, travel this, travel that, and heavy emphasis on traveling to places like Dubai, not only is she probably a 304, but this is a down dirty 304. This is the type of chick, oh yeah, I'm down for whatever. Luxury life, fake glamorous life, 304. And it is what it is. But once again, maybe you disagree. Okay. Maybe it's like, no, we just like to see different parts of the world. We just like to explore different parts of the world. And that's fine. Okay. That's fine. Am I traveling girly? No. And maybe that's why I could have this bias. Okay. But it is what it is. That's just our opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my 9 in the chat because yeah, I have come to see and realize that a lot of the times, not every woman, but a lot of the times, if she always wants to travel here and do this and do that and do this and do that, it's because she's accustomed to getting flown out by different guys for extracurriculars. And we're going to keep it right there. Now, I took it upon myself, you all, to add an additional 2 more signs that a woman could be a proud 304. And her past doesn't matter. Anytime a woman says that her past doesn't matter, she more than likely is a 304. Okay? Now, I find that to be a telltale sign because she's trying to hide who she used to be, what she used to do. A normal person would have things in their past that maybe they're not the proudest of. Maybe they could also be ashamed of or embarrassed of, and so on and so forth. However, we utilize our past in order to build upon for our future, in order to learn from, in order to evolve from, not completely erase. So if she wants to completely erase her past and she does not want to talk about her past or all of those different things, yeah, she may be a 304. And she does not want you to base her upon the things that she used to be a part of. Because maybe if you did look into her past, you would see, oh, hell no, I don't want to be with no chick like this. She been around. No Tupac. So I always assume, all right, that if a woman is out here talking about, oh yeah, a woman past don't matter, and I don't think you should be concerned with what I did in the past, yeah, it's because she did some down dirty 304, possibly Dubai type of things, and she does not want that following her or haunting her, deterring men that she would want to be involved with from taking her seriously, choosing up on her, and wanting to be with her. Okay. Place a crown in the chat if you agree with my add on as far as a telltale sign that she may be a 304 when she's out here talking about a woman's past doesn't matter. Okay. Now, of course, I'm gonna put a crown because I came up with it, right? But yeah, and what's so ironic and funny and hypocritical about this is the fact that these same women would want to know every detail about a man. I need to know your credit score. I need to know where you used to live, where you used to work. Did you go to school? Who your baby mamas are? Like, we want to know everything from your past. But when it comes to her, she want to hide it. She want to shame you and ridicule you for asking about it. Like, yeah, she's probably a 304. Okay. But my last and final thing that I'm going to add to my list as far as you might be dealing with a 304 is that she's always talking about how she is the prize. Okay. If a woman is always talking about, oh, I'm the prize, a woman is the prize, this, that, and third, that's because she's accustomed to dealing with tricks. And not just any tricks. We're talking about tricks who gonna wine and dine you, splurge on you, cash out on you, and all you gotta do is a little bitty lickety split. And y'all know what we talking about. So yeah, I'm always very skeptical about those type of women because she's the type that feels like because she's doing all of these freaky deaky things to you, that the least that you could do is pamper her and spoil up on her. Because after all, do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what my abilities are? Do you know my tricks? So if I'm going to be doing all these lickety splits and tricks on you, the least you can do is trick on me. If y'all agree with that, put a purple heart in the chat. Okay. Let me know. Let me see something. If y'all agree that if a woman is talking about I am the prize and a woman is the prize, all it is, a man should do this, a man should do that, she might be a 304. And she just used to Tricks and John's just giving her whatever. And so that's why she feels now that she's entitled and that she's deserving of certain things. Now, are there exceptions to that? Yes. Are there exceptions to all of these things on these lists? Yes. But in my humble opinion, yeah, those are some telltale signs that you may be dealing with a 304. And it's no shame, okay? But that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know, do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you add? What would you remove? Y'all let me know. And also feel free to check out the Good Sisters channel. That was the only video that was kind of recommended to me, and I found it to be very interesting. But you know, check out her platform, see if you like it. And if you do, give her a subscription, okay? And tell her that your little big sis Danica Marie sent you. All right. But I love y'all. I respect y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next dope discussion. And please be on the lookout and be very careful that you are not dealing with a 304.
You ever wanted to know what type of nigga you have, ask him for some money. Ask him for some money. Ask him for some money.